Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I was on Facebook and I came across an article on Vibe, and it was about Kodak Black. His fans asked him if he would like to be with a woman like Keke Palmer, the actress. And this is what he said. He said, "I bag her, but I don't really like black girls like that." That's exactly how he said it, man. That's the way he talks, man. I mean, I just want to take some time to provide my response to this whole situation. Um, Number one, I think that he's doing black women a favor by not trying to date black women, because he is, after all, one of these guys that's in and out of jail. The typical thug, the typical criminal person. So, I mean, he's doing the black community a favor by taking himself out of the market. I'm just kidding, but you get the point. The second thing I'll say is this. I mean, this is a dark-skinned man. And, he's done other songs. For instance, he's done a song where he's talked about how he likes light-skinned women and he doesn't want to be with a dark-skinned woman because he's already black and all this and that. And I think these kind of statements just reflect self-hatred. That's what they reflect. I mean, here you are, a black man, talking about you don't want to be with black women. And that reminds me of that test that was done years ago in the 50s, and someone else actually did a recent version of that test where they presented kids with two dolls. One is black and one is white. They asked them which one was the pretty doll. The kids picked the white doll. Which one was the ugly doll? They picked the black doll. And I think that this guy reflects that self-hatred mentality that a lot of people have. And the thing that's really problematic about this whole situation is not just the fact that that particular individual has a particular preference. That's not the big problem. The big problem is that he has a large platform to share his views. And a lot of impressionable young black men are going to hear this guy and they're going to follow after him. They're going to follow his example. So that's the problem that I have with it. That's the main problem that I have with it. I have a problem with self-hatred as well, just in general. I think that we need to learn how to love ourselves. And he's a darker skinned black man, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't deal with colorism growing up. And I wouldn't be surprised if that affects his whole attitude towards black women and just black people in general, dark skinned people. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. The second, the other point that I want to make is this. I mean, this guy actually thinks that these non-black women actually love him. I mean, the fact of the matter is they probably see this guy as a meal ticket, as an opportunity to make some money. And deep down, a woman can't respect a man who doesn't even respect his own women. These people don't look at him as somebody to be respected. They look at him as a minstrel. Much like how during Halloween, you see these white people, when they want to dress up like black people and wear blackface, they often present themselves as rappers and stuff like that with gold chains on, because they view those kinds of people as minstrels and buffoons. And I'm sure that a lot of these women that this guy is running around chasing, these non-black women, they view this clown as a minstrel, as a freaking buffoon. And he's too simple-minded to understand that fact. I mean, I don't see any other group of people doing this for the most part. Where their celebrities come out and talk about how they don't like their own group of women. What other group of people do this? I mean, the fact that you have black men doing this speaks to the trauma that we have suffered from as a people. It speaks to the psychological slavery that many of our people still suffer from. It just speaks to the depth of the self-hatred that is pervasive in our community. And it's no coincidence that people like this, these people that have these disparaging comments to make about black women, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that these people receive a lot of attention in the media. They want that message to be sent out there and projected. So those are my thoughts about this. Tell me what you think. Please rate.